The first time I saw Pomeroy Castle, I felt the ancient stones watching me, judging. Ivy wrapped the crumbling stone, and the afternoon sun did little to vanquish the chill that wormed beneath my skin. Officially, I was here as a history student, researching Devon's hidden sites. But I'd come alone, obsessed by stories of the Blue Lady, the spectral figure witnessed by so many, always bringing terror, sometimes death. Despite warnings from the locals and the lingering dread of the craggy woods, I rented a room in the only inn miles around. The publican, an old woman, pressed her hand over mine. "If you go up to the ruined after dusk, don't look to the high tower, and never answer if she calls," she whispered. Research filled my days, the tragic tale of the Norman lord and his tormented daughters, one locked away in a dungeon by her jealous sister, the other, the Blue Lady, forever mourning a child she was forced to strangle. Villagers said she appeared against the glass at dusk, beckoning travelers to ruin. I laughed at the stories until I saw the window myself, high above the battered courtyard, black, empty, and then, as the last light faded, a pale blue shimmer. My breath caught. Just a trick of twilight, I told myself, just nerves. It was rain that drove me back one evening, well after closing. I'd been so intent on sketching the old gatehouse that I'd lost track of time. Twilight pressed into the castle's stones as I hurried for the path and saw, reflected in a puddle, a blue figure gliding behind me. I turned. Chill prickled my spine. At the window above, for just an instant, a woman in a flowing dress, her face pale and contorted with regret. "Go," someone whispered, but the voice came from inside my own head. Thunder crashed as I fled the woods. Night after night I wrestled with cold sweats, dreaming of the tower. I heard scratching at my window, woke to find the mirror fogged over, my own face blue-tinged, eyes hollow. The village grew wary of me, whispering in corners. On my last night, madness or courage drove me back. The castle was clawed open by the wind. I felt drawn up the spiral stairs, deeper and deeper into the ruined keep. At each landing, the air thickened. Somewhere below, stone crumbled. Somewhere above, something wailed. I reached the tower. The windows had no glass. Wind screamed through empty frames. There she was, a luminous woman, dress trailing over empty air, eyes black with centuries of sorrow. She beckoned. My head filled with a vision, a child's cry, a father's command, blue hands shaking. "Find him," her voice rasped, echoing all around. "My son is cold." The floor vanished beneath me. I was falling, only to land on hard, mossy stone. For a heartbeat, everything was blue, cold as winter. There were old bones in the dust at my feet, tiny and tangled with rotted cloth. Pain jolted me awake. I fled the tower, something clawing at my mind every step, the Blue Lady screamed, trailing me like smoke. The woods seemed to clutch, moonlight flickering, roots tripping my feet. Only when I burst from the brambles into the inn's yellow light did the ice release its hold. Even now, years later, I wake cold, clutching my chest, hearing the faint shriek of wind circling old stone. They say Pomeroy Castle is just a ruin, just rocks and ghosts. But sometimes, at twilight, travelers see a blue glow from the highest window. Sometimes those who hear the lady's call never return.